Hi children, hope you are getting ready for the coming SLC examination. Luckily we got only 6 lessons to study for this examination. And I heard that 120 marks questions are coming from that 6 lessons only. So it's a precious time exactly. You are lucky also. We can learn those 6 units, 6 lessons thoroughly and score maximum marks. To help you, I am here with how to write a character sketch. It's a sure bet question, often it is asked. It will be for 7 marks or 6 marks question in the discourse area. Right? Before going in detail, let me ask you, what is a character sketch? It is a short description about a characters in a literary piece. A short description about a character of a literary piece. It will have own opinion because the reader is writing character sketch, so it will be in reader's perspective, and a reader's opinion will be there. And to begin with, we will start with which literary piece, who is the author, and what sort of character. And after that, definitely where do we meet that character in that literary piece. If it is at the end, it's okay, we can say. From the very beginning, that we can state, and what fashion, what is his physical appearance. Is he old? What is his age? What is his dress? Like that, all details. And also, we have to mention the personality of that character. In that way, and to conclude that one, we will write credit or appreciation to the creator of that character. It is author itself. We can congratulate him. So in that pattern, if you are thinking, it will be very easy to write a character sketch. So here's an example for the character sketch. Let me show you that one here. Here in the material with you, we can see that one. The first question is, stranger, Mr. John is that the author is not mentioning his name. Let it be X like that he was telling. But he is introduced as a stranger in that journey. In the story, the best investment I ever made is a unique one. It's an extraordinary one. Prepare a detailed character sketch of Mr. John as the stranger. If such is the question you are getting, the problem is how to write and what to write is the question. How we will begin it. What we will write. If we know that one, it will be quite easy. Now, the steps we can consolidate in this fashion. Introduce the character, the literary piece, and author and role of the character. Next one is, how is he introduced? What role does he play in the development of the story? Cite or quote examples to establish that point. Does any transformation, change happen to the character? In the case of this stranger, he is introduced as a stranger, but we know that one, later on, we become a fan of that character. He reveals out his personality. What is your personal impression about the character? What is your personal impression about that character? And credit to the author. These all things I have displayed. So let us start with introduction of the character, the literary piece, author and role of the character. These things will be the beginning of the our character sketch. We can say the major character or important character or extraordinary character, like that we can say. The stranger in the story, the best investment I ever made, penned by, authored by, written by, any word you can use, by eminent or well-known or famous or world-acclaimed, any word you can use, the story writer A.J. Crowley is a master, wonderful creation. Because we are telling about that character, it's a creation. Master creation or a wonderful creation. So there we can put a full stop, and so our beginning will be a stunning beginning we have given. You have to keep in your mind that if well begun is half finished, we come across this character. Or do we come across this character? We come across, we meet, this character appears when the narrator was on his return voyage from States. We all know from the shipboard contact, to avoid shipboard contact, actually the narrator is avoiding him. And how he is introduced, that is the thing. He appears as a diffident, nervous, middle-aged man. At the beginning, he is in his early 40s. Everything is the text. Rather short in build, with a fair complexion and clear blue eyes. These are all his physical details. His thin hair has receded from his forehead. The dark suit and sober tie and rimless spectacles are other details about the character. The narrator even tries to avoid this character's company. This much we can say. And after that, what role does he play in the development of the story? The story progresses. As the story progresses, as the story continues, as the story flows, I realize that he is not an ordinary man but a champion of charity. Runs several organizations for the welfare of the boys and girls, mostly from slums, city slums, who had fallen under the ban of the law. By profession, he is a solicitor, and the purpose of his visit to the state was to study about the methods employed in dealing with cases of backward and maladjusted and delinquent youth in settlement houses. So we have given the personality details and more details about the character. And after that, to conclude, cite or quotes examples to establish the point. When we are telling about some films, we will quote some dialogues like that. To confirm that when we have read the story, we will quote certain dialogues. Here, I found myself liking him instinctively. Shows that the narrator's dislike fades and he begins to become a fan of this character. When this character described the incident that took place 25 years before, gives the reader a vivid picture of this character's dark and unpleasant phase of life. Does any transformation happen to this character? That we can include. The character who was introduced as a diffident stranger turns out to be a man of qualities, and even the reader gets the whereabouts of this character. The reader witnesses the transformation of an ordinary man to a champion of charity. And to conclude, what is your personal opinion about the character? This character touched me a lot and I became a fan of this character. This character will ever live in my heart. This is a wonderful character I ever came across in my life. Like that, any flattery you can just choose. This character impressed me a lot. I became a fan of this character. To conclude again, credit to the author. A standing ovation is deserving for A.J. Cronin for portraying such a wonderful character. Credit goes to A.J. Cronin credit goes to master craftsman A.J. Cronin for providing such a wonderful character to the literature. Like that, we can conclude this one. So these are the steps you have to do while writing. The material is giving you and it is having some ample examples to cite, and I have coded it. You can just go through the material in detail, and questions to practice I have given. The boy in the story Adventures in a Banyan Tree loves to live in harmony with the nature. Prepare a character sketch of the boy. The first unit. The grandfather in the story Adventures in a Banyan Tree loves to live in harmony with the nature. Prepare the character sketch of grandfather. Next, the young homeopath in the story The Snake and the Mirror, portrayed by Michael Muhammad Bashir, is a wonderful creation. Prepare a character sketch of the young homeopath. Mr. Smith in the story Scholarship Jacket. The character Kiran in Castaway of Rabindranath Tagore. Try doing all these things and prepare your own character sketch so that it will be very easy for you to just write character sketch when coming for the examination. Thank you.